Salutations, everyone. Here is Natalie Ross. All the way to Switzerland.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Everything is okay?
You're tuning into
Babe, did you get the maziwa?
Black Fire Radio,
Diaper?
and you're listening to
You're now listening to the best music.
Bye.
Feel the freshness. But I need a break sometimes. Sometimes I play. Sometimes I need some peace and God. Sometimes I need some motivation. Sometimes no need for many questions. Sometimes I need my space. Sometimes I need some time with the G. Sometimes I need to feel the freshness.
1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Not after visa, not after visa, oh no, not after visa, oh no, not after visa. On the way, let me call you when we get close. Tell your kid, put down your khaki suit. Never going to see the name. You could hear motor show stop, but keep in the lane. The mobile subscriber cannot be reached. You are calling out, you go is me. How you go on?
all the way to Switzerland. You're tuning into Black Fire Radio.
You're now listening to the best music.
Feel the
The hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Happy Monday, family. How are we doing? I hope you all had a beautiful, beautiful, productive, restful, fun weekend. It's your girl, Iwerton Lungoria. Welcome to another conversation here with me on Let's Talk with Iwerton, always talking about redefining Africa as we redefine ourselves. How are you feeling this beautiful, rejuvenating Monday? It's 14th of July or July 14th, and I hope you're actually excited for yet another week for doing it major in everything that you are aspiring. Remember, you can download our app on the Google Play Store. Stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com for amazing healthy supplements, apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it to get yourself some amazing healthy supplements. My favorite one right now is beetroot. If you want to naturally lose some weight, get yourself some beetroot, make a beetroot smoothie. Also, get yourself some apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on a t-shirt, beanie hats, sandal slides. We do have hoodies that hats with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it. We are in the Ubuntu spirit, so get yourself some amazing match with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it. And remember to actually invite more people for amazing conversation here with me on the only radio station redefining Africa as we redefine ourselves, the Black Hot Fire Radio Network, media of the 21st century. And for the ones who are joining us right away, if you've never seen my face, my name is the one and only Iriton Longoria.
not after visa, not after visa, oh no, not after visa, oh no, not after visa. Sometimes I need some peace and God. Sometimes I need some motivation. Sometimes no need for many questions. Sometimes I need my space.
You're now listening to the best music.
Feel the freshness. On the way, let me call you when we get close. Tell your kid, put on your khaki suit. Never going to see the name. You could hear motor show stop, but keep in the lane. The mobile subscriber cannot be reached. You are calling out, you go is me. How you go online, you ta fute vino. Initially last month, it a continue. Initially last month, it a continue. Not after me. Not after me.
I am so exhilarated to see the whole gang together. These are living legends who've actually started the pathway of the Kenyan music industry. Some respect to Nameless Wari and Jura Kali.
koyanda siege no makilipuka tasema ni
Sometimes I need some peace and calm. Sometimes I need some motivation. Sometimes no need for many questions. Sometimes I need my space. Sometimes I need some time with the G. Sometimes I need different energy. Sometimes
You're now listening to the best music.
feel the freshness.
Of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Now let's fire your Kelly over there with Visa. Are you looking for a visa wherever you're at? I don't know about you, but I hope you're actually living your best life. Welcome again to another conversation here with me. Thank you for everybody joining me live on TikTok. How are you all doing this beautiful, amazing, freezing, glamorous Monday? Get yourself some hoodies, t-shirts, beanie hats on our website on www.blackhot5radio.com for amazing healthy supplements and apparel clothing with a Black Hot 5 Radio logo on it. How are you doing? Before I move forward on some health benefits of what we do have on our website, and before also my guest literally joins us for another conversation about career, parenthood, and also who you are as an individual, we do have a conversation about Kenya removes visa requirements for all African and most Caribbean countries, and no visa needed for all African nationals. Right? Citizens from virtually every African country can now enter Kenya without applying for a visa. Instead of a traditional visa, visitors now apply for an electronic travel authorization, the ETA. And also, we do have that conversation, which is really, really good. Also, key to really take away in regards to this conversation is every entry for nearly all African and most Caribbean citizens, and also travelers must register through the ETA system, not apply for a visa, aimed at promoting tourism, business, and regional integration. I think they could have done this a long time ago because we understand that Africa is one continent, and also the fact that we can actually move in different countries might actually means that our GDP it will be on a high peak because we are actually growing our own economy. But the fact that we did not have that requirement, it was not a good factor in regards to our GDP. So I'm excited to hear more about the conversation about the fact that Kenya has actually allowed visa free for all Africans in Africa, right? But not all foreign nations, because we know also what Trump did. Yeah, there are some countries just cannot literally travel to Africa, but actually that's really working for Africa and a lot of the Africans in the country. Thank you again for the ones for joining me right now. Before I move forward with the conversation and before my guest joins me in a few, let's listen to the health and benefit of my favorite supplement this month, featured
Beetroot, nature's powerhouse. Packed with vitamins, antioxidants and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina, and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried, and finely ground to preserve their rich nutrition content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie, or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store. Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
$23.90, you'll get yourself some ashwagandha, also beetroot, alcohol, cucumber, shea butter for the ladies if you want that beautiful glowing skin, and get yourself some aloe vera. So also it's super healthy to give you that glowing skin. But welcome to another conversation here with me about career, parenthood, and individualism with the one and only Ruth, who will be joining us positively. But before that, I will definitely give us an explanation or a little bit of notion or understanding about the origin of belly dancing, because she's also a belly dancer, a brilliant one who is super talented, gifted at her work. We do have belly dancing origins are debated, but we definitely know where this goes because a lot of our African history has been eroded away from us, has been depicted in a different way, that we are not the true originators of anything. But I do understand that we are the true originators of civilization and everything that is working right now. It's a fact. So this is what it says, with some theories pointing to ancient Egypt and others to Nile tribe in Algeria before Islamization, right? It's a dance with the roots in both Middle Eastern and North African cultures. The term belly dance is a Western term. In the Middle East, it's known as Raqs Sharaki. That's what they say. In regards to ancient Egypt, some believe belly dance evolved from ancient rituals and celebrations, possibly honoring fertility goddesses and preparing women for children. And also in the Nile tribe, another theory suggests it originated with Nile women of Algeria, the cult Nile women of Algeria, who were known for their dancing and musical skills before the 7th century. In regards to entertainment and ritual, belly dance has been used for both entertainment and ritualistic purposes throughout its history. Also, in regards to evolution and spread, the dance evolved as it spread across different regions, with each area incorporating unique styles and elements. And let's go back to how the Western side of it actually define um, belly dancing, or what really means to them. The dance was introduced to the Western world in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, and it gained further popularity in the 1960s and 70s, right? Because actually, if you ask anybody about belly dancing, they will actually point it out to the people of the Middle East or the people from the West, right? But its true origin is from Africa, literally. These are the misconceptions of belly dancing. You do have Western perception of belly dance, often associate it with and sexuality, exotism and sexuality, but its roots are in artistry and cultural expression. As we know about, our African culture, traditions, and I can say identity. Also, we do have another conversation about belly dancing, asking did it really originate from Africa? I believe it did, and also some believe it's a Middle Eastern dance that originated in Egypt, which is still Africa, which features movements of the hips and the torso. Also, it's unclear, according to Google, how or when it first appeared, but they have been a part of the African life for centuries. That's the real sentence they should actually start with, or paragraph, that has been a part of the African life for centuries. And also dances are passed down to younger generation. Talk about our tradition, talk about our cultures, talk about what really defines who we are. These are the things that have been stolen and eroded away from us. And now if any belly dancer just comes your way and literally you expect a different picture in your mind being has been ingrained in regards to it originated from this group of people, this race, but it has been a part of the African life for centuries. And also the young learn the movement, often dating back to the times of age-old ancestors. I can say here he says it has been a part of the African life for centuries. And also dances are passed down to younger generations, and also, the young learn the movement, often dating back to the times of age old ancestors. Before we move forward with that conversation, we do have news and update regarding the woman who single handedly fought to abolish child marriages in Malawi, annulling over 3,500 unions in a few years, reducing harmful sexual initiation practices, and mobilizing her community to champion girls' education and rights. Her name is Chief Teresa Kachidamoto. This is what they say about Teresa Kachidamoto because it's time, y'all. Meet Chief Teresa Kachidamoto of Malawi, known as the marriage terminator. When she became chief, she was shocked to see that over 50% of girls were married before 18 years old. Refusing to accept it, she annulled more than 3,500 child marriages, reduced harmful sexual initiation practices, and sent girls back to school. She did face threats and resistance, but did not back down. She even fired sub chiefs who ignored the ban and only reinstated them when they complied. She worked closely with parents, community leaders, and local volunteers to change She worked closely with parents, community leaders, and local volunteers to change attitudes and protect children. Together, they created networks of secret mothers to watch for child marriages and stop them before they happened. Her efforts earned her international recognition, including the Vital Voices Global Leadership Award, but she continued her mission every day. The one and only Chief Kachida Moto proves that determined leadership, community, collaboration, and an unshakable belief in girls' rights can transform generation. We just need an individual who can be super confident to actually say no to things that do not actually align with the African identity and culture. We need conscious leaders who can stand and say no because it doesn't make sense and it's not who we are. I'll play a short video in regards to belly dancing before my guest literally joins in.
Belly dancing was originated by the women of a tribe in modern day Algeria before they were Islamized. Since childhood, these women specialized in the art of music, dance, and entertaining the people in their community. They were adorned with beautiful attires, gold chains, girdles, and pendants. So, how exactly did belly dancing spread across the world? After their journey in northern Africa, particularly Egypt and Algeria, these European travelers went to the Middle East and they talked about belly dancing. They also wrote about it, then debated on how much they liked it and how they didn't like it. So it became popular in the Middle East and it spread across USA and some parts of Europe.
Over the years, it has evolved because of the interference of cultures, and it has taken different forms all over the world.
Follow us at OK Africa.
Belly dancing started in Africa. According to some sources, belly dance has its origins in Egypt. Other sources say that belly dancing was originated by the women of a tribe in modern day Algeria before they were Islamized. Since childhood, these women specialized in the art of music, dance, and entertaining the people in their community. They were adorned with beautiful attires, gold chains, girdles, and pendants. So, how exactly did belly dancing spread across the world? After their journey in northern Africa, particularly Egypt and Algeria, these European travelers went to the Middle East and they talked about belly dancing. They also wrote about it, then debated on how much they liked it and how they didn't like it. So it became popular in the Middle East and it spread across USA and some parts of Europe. Over the years, it has evolved because of the interference of cultures and it has taken different forms all over the world.
Follow us at OK Africa.
That's it. Before we actually move forward, I'm just gonna share a video of Joshua Maponga before I introduce my guest in a minute, but stay tuned with me right away. Just kindly give me a minute before I actually introduce my guest.
Near. I bring you greetings from your ancestors. I don't come alone, I come with all of them from the great kingdom of Zimbabwe, which included Tanzania, Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, even South Africa, Lesotho, and Swaziland. Great Kingdom of Zimbabwe has more than 286 sites, with the Great Zimbabwe as the greatest. Just for the purpose of the record, we had the Great Zimbabwe before you had Great Britain. Just so that you know, we were there as early as the 5th, 6th century. The British Kingdom can only be spoken about in the 17th century, which is yesterday.
Good afternoon, Ruth. How are you doing? Ruth, can you hear me?
I'm good. How are you? Yes, 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 I can.
Alrighty, welcome. I'm sorry for the heat issues. I hope everything is okay right now.
This is okay. Thank you.
Thank you too for availing yourself. How are you doing? There you go. Look at you.
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. I'm sorry you had a little bit of heat, but I've been waiting on you for quite
Glad
a
to
while.
hear.
Yeah. Welcome to another conversation here with me that I
Thank
had
you.
actually mentioned. I will definitely go deeper into, career, parenthood, and that conversation that I raised with you because you're the perfect fit for this. And you're actually doing it all like phenomenally in regards to the fact that no career will give you as much fulfillment and joy as raising kids. But before that, kindly introduce yourself to our listeners.
All right. So I am Ruth Mbogwa. I come from Nairobi, Kenya, and I am an performing artist. I'm a performing artist and have different things that I do as a performer. So I'm a belly dancer, and I also do contemporary dance, and I also teach. I teach dance to kids from like year 3 going up. And I also teach adults. And we also run a studio in Nairobi, an art studio. It's called Art Zone Studios that we recently started last year in September and launched it this year on March.
Right, I remember.
And yes, and I'm a mom. I'm a mother to one.
Look at
Yes, a mother to
you.
one child and a stepmom to another one child.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yes,
Congratulations.
and also another thing, a makeup artist, right?
Right. I'm sorry, come again?
A makeup artist.
Yes, yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're doing everything in one, but
Yeah.
you're doing it like phenomenally. And it's such a pleasure for the ones who are joining us right now. Welcome to another conversation with the one and only Ruth Mbogwa. Maybe you've seen her in some music videos, some events, doing amazing work. And I raised that question or that short conversation about no career will give you as much joy and fulfillment than raising kids, because obviously I feel like you're in a good place to actually talk more about this because you're handling everything perfectly. I know it's not easy, but we did have a conversation with some girls, and some were saying it's not possible. Some are saying it's better to raise kids than actually have a career because it's more fulfilling. But also for me, I actually stand on the fact that purpose is what fulfills you, not really being a mother, or literally you can actually be in a career which is not a part of what you're supposed to actually do in this world or show up in this world. I don't know what's your take on that.
Well, first of all, it's not easy, right? It's not
Right,
easy to, do more than two things. And I don't think there's at any one point that I get it perfectly. I just do my best, you know. I think to what most people see that it looks perfect, but
right,
it's not. Sometimes I sit back and I'm like, hey, can I maybe withdraw one of the things that I do? Like
right,
currently, I'm not as active as I
mm,
should be as a makeup artist,
right.
though I've done it for now it's like 13 years doing
Wow,
makeup,
that's
right?
a long time.
And yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, so I've been pushing through, but you find sometimes you're trying to juggle all the balls and you just can't like keep them all, up on the
right,
air. So you'll find the ball kind of like goes down, you try to keep it up. So
right,
what I decided to do as a mother, because
right.
that is like a full-time job. There's no
Mm,
drop in that ball.
that is so true.
There's
That
no
is so
drop in
true.
it, right? So and that's the like once you become a mother and a mother like who really understands that job, because again there are
Yeah,
moms who don't understand that they've become moms and they have to like sometimes sacrifice some of the
mm,
things they've been doing for their child.
that is true.
And once I got the hold of that understanding, then I knew there are things that I will have to put back to
Mm,
shelf them for a while. Not
mm,
that I have stopped doing it, but I do it at maybe like a small magnitude than before. So like for me, I find like my makeup hasn't really been doing like it's kind of like on the shelf for some time.
okay, okay.
Um, I'm still I'm still doing it for a few clients,
Mm-hmm.
those who can manage to my tight schedule at the moment. But then what has really taken hold of my time, apart now from the full-time job of
Yeah,
motherhood, it's now my dance. And
right,
I feel like also that helps gives me more joy and helps me to manage my stress levels because again it's therapeutic. And
right,
sometimes when life becomes so hard on you, and dance just becomes a place where you release yourself. And I
right.
think that's why that has taken so much of my time currently, and I'm really enjoying it.
That's like belly dancing or being a mother, motherhood.
Being a mother, but now with a career that comes in together with my mother,
Yeah,
because again you have to make money, right?
that is true.
So now if exactly. So now the dance is what now comes in as the now the career that gives me money. All right.
Right,
So
right,
the makeup kind of like selfish for a while, but now I find like I'm dancing more. I'm belly dancing more. You'll see me on stage more. You'll see me choreographing and
yeah,
rehearsing. There are people who want classes, but At the moment, I can only manage to do private classes because I'm
Okay.
performing most of the time.
Yes, sir.
So I'm enjoying a bit. And when I come home, yes, I'm exhausted, but I still find time to spend time with
Oh,
my son. Sometimes with my schedule, I thank God it is flexible. I'm
okay.
able to, reschedule and arrange in a way that if I feel like, hey, I've not been spending so much time with my son, I can decide, you know what, I'm gonna cancel classes this week. If I don't have any performance in the evening, I'll cancel classes during the day just to be with my son.
Right.
Yeah. So
You,
so I'm enjoying that.
I'm not wrong. You did the makeup for Susan Owino for the Wakadinali
Yes,
song. Did you?
yes,
Yeah, that
yes.
was beautiful, honestly.
Yeah. So now you find like clients like Susanna. I've worked with Susanna for some time.
Right.
I think it's more than 5 years now. And I think also for Susanna being a parent and
Right.
someone like Wahoo,
Mm,
they understand my schedule. So even when they call me, they're like, can you make it? Or you can come with your son.
really?
Most of the time I do her makeup from her house. So they
Right.
give me that environment,
Mm,
which is flexible, that I can actually travel with my son,
right.
have him stay there when I'm doing makeup, and then when I finish, I go home or I go somewhere else.
Mm, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant. Also, before you came in, I was actually talking about belly dancing and the fact that it originated in Africa. Literally, it did originate
Oh,
in Africa. Yes, and in the ancient Egypt, that's how it originated. And
mm,
also, some believe or belly dance evolved from ancient celebrations and possibly honoring fertility goddesses and preparing women for childbirth. I would like you to actually
yeah,
talk more um, your passion for belly dancing because you
yeah,
do it so effortlessly and so beautiful in the same way. And also the fact that is it a fulfillment? Also, how do you feel when you're actually in that moment, right? And also the challenges you faced during your journey as a beautiful choreographer.
yeah. So I love belly dance. I was first introduced to it 13 years ago. I
13
had
years ago.
traveled to Lebanon. Thank God at the
Okay.
time. Yes, at the time it was peaceful.
Hmm.
Was it? Yeah, 13 years ago. No, 2011.
Okay.
2011, yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, and we had gone to perform traditional African dance at a festival that was happening in Lebanon at the time, and I saw a lady performing belly dance on stage. And when I was watching, I was like, wait, how is she moving so gracefully like that? And I got connected. I wasn't able to talk to her after that.
Right.
And then time went by, we came back to Kenya, and then we got a chance to go to Dubai again for another festival, again
Right.
to do traditional African dance. And then from there, there we were seeing like, I think it was 4 months. And
Hmm.
then we were interacting with different dancers from different parts of the world. And
Right.
so they had Moroccan dancers yeah, girls from Moroccan dancers, and they were doing traditional Egyptian dance,
Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
which is Oriental belly dance.
Hmm.
So, and they had so there's this thing they put on the head that has like um, candles, and they
Okay.
balance it when they dance, and they're like a group of like 6 or 7 ladies, and I was just like so amazed. I was like, I'm seeing this again, right? So for them, they were only there for 1 month, and I got a chance to like pull one lady aside and tell her, "Can you show me a few things?" So by the time I'm telling her this, that was like 2 weeks before their travel going back to Morocco. So I
Right.
never really got a chance to like be in class and learn like in depth what belly dance is. But that's how it happened. I got like a seed from that because it wasn't
Right.
like a class. Just showed me a few things. And then
Okay.
from there, continued talking to her on Facebook, followed her page on YouTube, and
Right.
I did a lot of background checks by myself
Mm-hmm.
because again in Kenya we don't have a community of belly dancers.
That is
So
true.
I was trying to connect belly dancers from all over the world and try to get to understand what belly dance is. But that's how my love for it started. And in as much as I didn't have a lot of performances back then, like in
Yeah,
my period of 10 years into it, I didn't have a lot of performances because not so many people understood what belly dance is.
that
But the
is
few
true.
that got to call me, they always found me prepared. I was learning about the music, getting connected to the music, getting to learn how to improvise, how to choreograph,
Right.
and you see there's no like support locally. So I'd only get support online. So I used to spend so much time online
Right.
and kind of like do a trial and error, learn and perform.
Mm-hmm.
But of course there were challenges in between. Challenges like you still wondering where you going with this thing. Not so many people know it. Will
Mm-hmm.
it ever resurface? Will it ever make sense? You know, as long as I'm in Kenya, when will we ever get a community of belly dancers in Kenya? So there was those moments where I felt like I want to give up.
Right.
You know, buying costumes for belly dance was quite expensive because again you have to import them. Then when
Right.
you buy them online, it's still quite
Okay.
expensive. So and the people who would give me work earlier the time, um, it wasn't like financially it wasn't paying that well because they also are still trying to understand what is this.
Mm. Right.
But over time, I overcame the challenges, and here I am. I got discovered by so many people after my tenth year, and that's where so many people are like, "Wait, there is actually a belly dance in Kenya. Who
Right.
is black?" You
Everybody
know,
was trying it.
because most yeah, because most people, if you know belly dance, then you feel Arab ladies do it, white ladies do it, but not a black woman, right?
Right. It's true.
Yeah, so I really enjoy it. I still work on it. I still work on my fitness, work on
Right.
understanding it more, and still performing. It gives me so much joy.
That's amazing. Did you know it originated from Africa?
Yes, yes. And even at the time, I was a bit scared to like go online because I was like, I can't see any other black
Oh,
woman doing it. So
right.
what kind of feedback will I get, right?
Right. Right.
But I can see a few of Black American women do it, but not
Okay.
like from Africa up.
Yeah.
Like, yes, of course, Egypt, but you get my point, right?
Yeah, I get your point. I definitely
So, but I still continue to pursue it.
as you should. As you
Yeah,
should. You were made for that. Literally.
yeah,
You were made for that. I shared your video on my social media and people loved it. Literally. People loved it like so much
nice.
because it's something you're doing effortlessly. And I believe I've seen you teaching a lot of women in your studio how to belly dance. It needs that. It means you should be fruitful in regards to what you're passing on to the next generation. Because also on my research, it says that it was taught and passed down to kids as they actually do the same thing to act for us to retain our tradition and cultures. But a lot of
Yeah,
our history was hidden away from us because I feel like if a lot of Africans know, like, hey, this actually is our thing, you know and it's actually more
yeah,
out there. I believe there's a lot of women or girls who literally be interested in it because it's what really defines who we are, and doing it unapologetically. you know what about the challenges that you face
yeah. As a mother or as a performer?
as a performer?
Okay, so first of all, like traveling sometimes, being away from my family for quite a long time can be really challenging because, well, if you are, a homemaker and you care so much about, being there in your kids' lives,
Right. Mm,
your marriage,
mm,
and you're traveling so much, then
mm,
that can affect you. But I don't know for some people, but for me, it does. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I just want to be home over the weekend. I want to
right.
be there with my family, but I have to travel. Yeah, sometimes it's not in Nairobi. It's not somewhere that I can pop in at home and go perform. So I have to be far from my family. But those are challenges that come with, performing and having to travel to
Right.
perform in different places. And also just, I tend to like, I can't say this is a challenge. I can say maybe this is like um, a motivation on my side,
Okay.
knowing that as a dancer, you're an
Mhm.
athlete, and
Okay.
what you eat also helps you
Okay.
to maintain your fitness, maintain
Right.
your energy.
Right.
So nowadays, I'm more like I have to really think about what I'm putting in my body. I have to
Mm-hmm.
think about how I'm planning my time well to get enough rest. Because I guess
Right.
if I don't get enough rest, then
Mm-hmm.
I won't be as productive as I should. And
Right.
especially when I for many hours I'm out rehearsing, swimming, and performing as well uses a lot of energy.
That
So
is
if you
true.
don't eat healthy, you're just doing junk, you're not drinking enough water. Like
Mm-hmm.
right here, I have hibiscus and cinnamon and
Yes.
what else have I put? I put some stuff just to
Yeah, I can see
because I
that.
have to always think about how yeah, how am I supporting my body to be
Right.
able to support my career as a
Right.
dancer, to be
Right.
able to still give me more energy to my child.
Mm-hmm.
As you age, your
Mm-hmm.
muscles don't behave the same way they used to behave 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years
Really?
ago, right? Yeah, it's different. Changes. So you have to work more harder. You have to be
Okay.
careful on what you're eating. So I think for me that has changed my mind in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a bit of, I can say it takes a lot of discipline, to be honest. It doesn't
Okay.
come easily.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you just have to tune your mind to know I'm trying to become better by the day, um, to have more strength as I
Right.
age, to be able to do whatever I'm supposed to do and to carry on the responsibilities I have. And also to
Right.
motivate other dancers who are behind me.
Of
Yes,
course. You sure. What's that you're drinking again? Hibiscus and cinnamon and hot water or cold water?
because no hot water,
Okay.
so that I can let it brew for some time, and then I put what are these? Forgotten the name. I feel like I want to pick it and show you. I'll
Okay.
remember. I'll tell you. But I put like sweet side, and then I put hot water without
Right.
sugar,
Right.
just to boost my immune.
Yeah, and you look brilliant. Like if you tell somebody like you're a mom, like they wouldn't believe it. Like the first time you told me that, I was like, "Are you serious? Like, do you really mean that?" Honestly, I didn't believe it until I saw like the photos. Literally, it takes
Yeah,
discipline, as you've
yes,
said. It takes
a
discipline and
lot.
consistency. You're the like in my cycle, you're like the
Yes,
most consistent discipline. Like in regards to your career as a choreographer, person like in my life, literally. Every time you're just always posting and at the studio, or you're performing somewhere, or you're traveling to perform somewhere, or you're just exercising.
yes,
Like it's very very empowering
yes,
knowing that you have like a family to take care of, then you have to take care of yourself, then you have your career to push. It means it's possible if you're really
yes,
really disciplined. Also, we do have like
yes.
on our website we do have some amazing supplements that we do sell. We basically
Uh-huh.
recommend, yeah, like amazing supplements. Beetroot right now is my favorite for the month. we put that because it's really important,
Hmm.
because you are what you consume. It's a
Yeah,
fact.
true,
Yeah,
true,
by the end of the
true.
day. Yeah. In
Yes,
regards to family or motherhood,
yes.
what are the challenges that you can say
Okay.
these are the challenging factors that I have gone through, or and how do you handle them to actually be at that a stable mental place?
Um, I can talk from a place of being a mother, right,
Hmm.
and a wife.
Yes.
So here I have two things: a wife, mom, and myself.
Yes.
Okay, because we tend to exclude ourselves sometimes as mothers. You take
Hmm.
care of everyone else. You give until you have nothing for yourself,
Right.
and you forget yourself that, by the way, you actually need rest. By the way, did you take water? Now that you're telling everyone to take water, you're telling everyone to take
Good.
fruits, your
Yeah.
vegetables, have you done that yourself?
Thank
Right?
you.
You're
Hmm.
telling everyone, oh, you need to sleep. Yeah. Have you taken enough rest?
Right.
You know, you're telling your family, your children, go
Mm.
outside and play. Your husband has gone out with his boys. Do
Mm.
you have your friends that you can go out with and still connect with? Do you
Right.
have a social life in the
That
beginning?
is true.
Because sometimes that tends to kind of diminish once you get married, and then you're all about my husband, my family,
Right.
my home, and then now
Mm.
when the babies come, that even becomes worse. Now
Oh my gosh.
you're telling off your friends, "I'm at home, I have to cook. There's this
Mm.
special dinner I have for my son, my husband," and slowly but surely you start drifting away from your social life.
Right.
On so many things.
Hmm. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
That's
I
okay.
lost you there. There was a call coming in. So
Right.
so you find that you're drifting apart from your
Mm.
friends. They can't connect with you anymore. Even those who have kids, you don't even have time to check on each other, right?
Right.
So that now becomes something that you really need to consciously balance, because life has to move on. You have
Of
you have
course.
you, and then you have your
Mm.
kids, and then you have your marriage, which are
Mm.
all important. So
That is true.
I decided I need to get a nanny who can really like take off some of the stuff that honestly I can't manage to do everything.
Okay.
And thank God I've gotten a really good woman who helps me to do like house chores. I taught
Right.
her how I want my food prepared, okay?
Right. Mm.
And my husband is not those kinds of people who go like, I can only eat the food that you have made,
Yes, we do have this
okay?
man,
As long
literally.
as I'm the one, you have no plans. And I
Yes.
think it's not fair, because life becomes, more, you have so many things on your plate,
Mm.
and you might not be able to make it on time to prepare dinner and
Right.
actually have it on time. So
Right.
let's be honest, sometimes you can't manage to bring out the dinner, to cook
Mm.
dinner.
Mm.
But like on a day like today, I'm home. I actually
Mm.
decided to cancel my classes. My son
Okay.
wasn't feeling well,
Right.
and I said I want to be here to care for him, to give
Mm.
him medicine, make sure he's hydrated. So on a day
Right.
like today, I can manage to prepare the dinner that I want. But
Okay.
you can't. So you still need to delegate some of those things.
Mm.
So if you understand now the delegation, and not be there to like start pointing out on everything that has not been done as to how you
Right.
have done it,
Mm-hmm.
could at some point it won't be like 100%, but at least it's 90% done, which is
Yeah.
fair. It's fine. We can
Mm-hmm.
move on, right?
That
So
is true.
those things that I know I can delegate, I delegate. At work, things I can delegate, I delegate, so
Right.
that I can make time for my husband, my son,
Mm.
myself, and give them the intimate time that I know we need for all of us.
Right.
So then I'm not feeling like I'm extra drained,
Mm-hmm.
like, or I'm overly drained. I can't even have, you know, enough energy for both of them. And
Right.
now when you're not even like you're not well hydrated, you don't have enough, you haven't had enough rest, you
Right.
won't even be productive.
That's
And
so
you
true.
find that you have mood swings. All of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden, you're getting angry for no reason. Someone asks you what's wrong, you're like, you can't even answer, and you don't even know you're grumpy to begin with. And
Right.
now that even starts bringing problems to your home. Now you
Mm.
start becoming that grumpy woman because you want to do everything by yourself. But
Right.
you can't. You're human. You
Mm.
have to take some time off. Sometimes long walks by myself because I need that. I need fresh air. You know,
Mm.
sometimes I'm like, I wake up, I feel like I can't do this day the way I'd planned. Let me just go back to sleep. I need this extra sleep because of how
Right.
I'm feeling. So I listen to my body even more. Okay. So those are challenges that I used to face.
Okay.
Um, some few years back, I realized I have to give myself a break. I
Mm.
started looking at things from this point. I'm like, I have to handle
Okay.
this, so that I can have time, I can heal myself,
Mm.
I can be mentally stable, not
Right.
only for my family, but for myself. If
Mm-hmm.
I am okay, I'll be able to take care of them. If I'm okay, I'll be able to have positive or healthy relationship with
That
my
is true.
friends.
Yeah.
And I won't be like telling them off like I'm always busy, busy, busy. No,
Mm.
create time because you need a social life.
That
That
is
is
true.
a very important part of your life. Yes.
Mm.
So when your husband goes out with his boys, you need to go out with your girls. You need to
Yes.
laugh off and do crazy things that girls do. So
Yes.
when you're alone, you can't do that. And when you lose that part of your life which you had, then
Mm.
you start dying slowly without even knowing. And then
Right.
one time someone meets you after 5 years, they're like, "You've changed. I
Wow.
can't speak what's wrong, but you've changed. You're different." And
Mm.
not in a good way, but in a bad way. So you need to always keep on checking yourself.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Keep on checking on yourself. If you're a mother, if you're a career lady with a family, as Ruth said, always check in with yourself because a lot do not. They end up being drained. They end up losing themselves, not realizing also
Yes.
they are humans. They also had a
Yeah.
life before this, and can I actually relearn and learn about who I
Yeah.
was before this? And as you've said, it's possible. It's possible because you just have to put things in order
It is.
and also put yourself in the things you're trying to put in
Yeah.
order, right? It's a cycle, as I can say. We're almost
Yeah.
winding up.
Yes.
Beautiful queen. um, I would like now, in regards to everything that we talked about, your career, the joy of being a mother, and also your social life as an individual. What's your
Yeah.
take in the fact that I said no career will give you as much joy and fulfillment as raising kids?
So it I think it's something that I can't even explain in words. It's something
Okay.
that first of all, once you become a mother, it's something that just changes inside of
Oh,
you.
got it.
And have you heard of those moms who go like, I want a child, I want
Yes.
another one. Okay, I want
Yes.
another one. Another one, because in as much as you understand the challenges that come with raising kids
Right.
and raising them, especially when they are following each other, it's not easy, right?
Mm,
You need a lot of support system around you. You also need
right.
financial strength to be able
Right.
to give them everything that they need.
That
But
is true.
it just gives you so much fulfillment that in
Okay.
as much as you're tired, sometimes your hair is messy, you've not even taken a bath the whole day. But as long as you're taking care of your little one,
Right.
that that just gives you that fulfillment you're talking about, right?
Mm,
Makes you feel like you can forget yourself for the sake of your child, as long
right.
as they have whatever they need. You
Right.
know, you're there to protect them. You don't want anyone to hurt them. You want
Mm,
them to have everything they need, their food,
right.
shelter, clothing. You can do literally anything to just give them a good life, right? And let's not
Right.
even talk about the prayers that we make for our children. You can
Mm,
pray so much for your child than you pray for yourself or for your parents.
right.
But for your child, it's different. You have so many things to tell God about your children.
Right.
So it just gives you so much fulfillment in a way that I think it's divine. It's
Mm,
God giving you that bit of Him, of
right.
nurturing a life,
Mm-hmm.
especially when, as a mom, you grew that child inside of you, delivered that child, and now you're taking care of them. There's a part of you that remains in that child.
Right.
It's just something that is divine to this day. I'm like, wow, God, you're just amazing. I,
Right.
I, this is it's amazing. I remember when I was giving birth to my son,
Yeah.
and and I was crying. I was
Yeah.
crying when I was delivering him, but there were tears of joy. I was
Yeah.
so excited. I was like, God, what did I just do? I remember I was blessing the midwives. There were two. I was like, God,
Oh God. Right. Yeah. You had a midwife.
sorry.
You had a midwife to help you
Yes,
through
I had
it.
a midwife.
Beautiful. That's
Yes, to help
amazing.
me through it.
Yes.
So I'm just so overjoyed. And so my journey was different. I wasn't able to give birth like, you know, after getting married, we wanted to have a child after 1 year. But
Right.
it didn't work out as we planned. So we
Mm,
waited, and my son came after 4 years, and just
wow.
having to have a period of waiting and
Mm,
going through that process of carrying the child and giving birth, and now I'm nurturing him. It was
right.
just something so amazing to me that I
Yeah.
would want to experience it again, given that I know the challenges, I know God will take me through. But it's the
100%.
most fulfilling job in the world. It doesn't
Okay.
have any off days,
Right.
nothing.
Mm,
You wake up in the middle of the night, especially when maybe they are sick. You can't sleep because they're not feeling well. So you can't be
right.
like 100% asleep. You keep on checking on them, right? Even though you're at work, you've gone to
Yeah.
work somewhere, you still have in mind to have children. There's someone
Mm,
at home that you still have to go back and give yourself to them. So when I come home, in as much as I'm tired, I'd rather go and take a shower so that
mhm.
I can give them the quiet me time that we need. We play
Right.
toys. I help him to do his homework. I decide I have to be the one to prepare him for school every morning if I'm able to, if I'm at home.
Mm,
If I'm not at home, my husband does it, so that we
right.
get to create more time together. Because 0 to 6 years are the most critical ages of a child when they're growing up. And if you don't really like invest yourself and time in those years, then
Right.
you might not know the kind of trauma that child will grow up with. So I try my best to just be there for him. In as much as life can be so busy and so many things happening, so much is on your plate, so many bills to cover, but you still have in mind is that child, that human who is dependent on you, and
Amazing.
the things that you decide to do for
Mhm.
that child, how you spend time, how you give yourself, how you pour yourself into his life, will
Right.
will now show once they grow old, once they become an adult. They'll
Right.
remember those days, the
Mm,
principles and values they will have. It's what you'll have given to them when they're younger. So
right.
there's so much work that you need to put into the past years in their lives.
So basically, it's fulfilling, as you said. You've actually answered the question in regards to the fact that you've said you can't fall asleep. It's a biological factor that is actually found in women. We have the
Yeah.
tendency to protect. Like most women don't really sleep sound or sleep at night. And that's why a lot of
No.
men, they feel safer when they're
Yeah.
sleeping with their partners. Women, obviously, because
Yes.
we are always alert. We hear
Hmm.
everything. It's that biological factor about protecting our own. You know, it's so beautiful. Like the
Yes.
divine, everything is divine, and the creator is amazing. But we'll be winding up with that, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Before that, I would love you to share your social
All
media
right.
handles, the name of your studio, and your last motivating word to the listeners.
Okay. So I've remembered before I give out my social.
Right.
Inside is clothes. The name I was looking for.
Right. Have you
Clothes.
grinded
Yes.
cloves, or it's just in dried cloves?
No, I didn't do anything.
Oh, just cloves,
They're
hibiscus,
full. I
cinnamon, and
haven't
hot
grinded them.
water. I'm gonna try
There's
that.
anyone passport. Nice. You should.
Alrighty.
So yes, my social media handle on Instagram is Ruthie Belly Dancer. Ruthie with a Y, one word, Ruthie Belly Dancer. TikTok, Ruthie Belly Dancer. Facebook, Ruth Mbogwa. Yeah, that's it. And what else? What else? After the socials, what else did you see?
Oh, the last motivating word.
What else do you want me to say after the socials?
Your last word to the
All
listeners.
right. So so since we're talking about motherhood and our careers and stuff, I
Right.
think I would leave you with put God first because because you just can't do it alone. You
Okay.
need you need um you need a strong force behind you to help you do
Mm-hmm.
everything that you need to. You just can't do it alone. You need that force behind you and let that force be God. You put
Mm-hmm.
you first and you will be okay.
Are you still
Yeah.
there? Really? Thank you so much, Ruthie. Before you actually leave, I'm going to share your video of you performing that I have on my page so that people can see your beautiful, amazing work,
Mhm.
which is always very fascinating and super inspiring. For real, I meant it like 100%. And thank you so much for availing yourself. It means a lot to me. There you go.
Thanks.
Yes, look at that gorgeous African queen over there. The
Nice. Thank you.
Sure, Ruth Mbogwa, you're amazing. You're doing phenomenal, and I cannot wait to see what's coming along. Keep shining, babe. You're such an inspiration to me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Full
Anytime,
of the
any
joy chatting and out
you're
to
amazing.
you. Thank you.
You're and thank you so much for joining me. Have a great afternoon. Take care. We'll definitely talk later. Much love.
You too.
Thank
Bye. Much love.
you. Bye. Take care.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all of our brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into Black Hot Fire Radio.
You're now listening to the best music.
The hits. Feel the freshness. You baby.
Did you get them, Maziwa?
Yeah.
Huh? Diapers?
Even the
Paupus out.
papers. Even the papers are there.
Okay. All right, guys. Enjoy. Bye.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Greetings and Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way in Switzerland. I'm reaching out to all of our brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into Sometimes I need some motivation.
You're now listening to the best music. 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Sometimes I need different energy. Sometimes I need for many questions. Sometimes I
And
need.
time to listen to the living legends there, Nameless, Warren, Jurakali, the ones who started the pathway for the Kenyan music industry. Thank you for the ones who joined me live on TikTok, Fred Orlando again. I saw Mr. Blackout Fire join. Thank you for joining and liking the screen button. See you on the next show. And remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. Sending you so much love and light. Take care.
The mobile